My first idea about how to find out where all the air is leaking is to backstall the kite and then just spray it with soapy water, but that didn't work. The next step is to throw in the air, fill it with air again, and then take it into the lake. That didn't work, so I'm going to dunk it in the water, roll it up while it's in the water, and watch for bubbles that way. That worked, but it was difficult to see because I'm wrestling a foil kite in the water. I'll point out exactly where it's not leaking and then where it is leaking. This bottom seam here, as far as I can tell, is fine. The front seams right here, not leaking much at all. Wingtips on the back weren't leaking much here. All along the top, on the seams, right on the seams here. On these seams, it was leaking a lot. And right along the back seam, it was leaking a lot. So, all along the back of the kite, especially in the center, a lot of leaks. And if you look at the seams, you can see that the front threads aren't spread as much as the back threads. The back threads have more of a gap. The top threads have, you can see the thread there. So, I guess the moral of the story is, I didn't have to dunk this kite to find out where it's leaking. Just gotta look at it and see where the threads are showing and where it looks the most open, and that's where it's leaking. But it does make sense that the top of the kite and the back of the kite had the most pressure, and that's where the biggest leaks are, at least in my kite. It might be different for your kite. Give it a shot if you want to try it. And now I gotta fly my kite around to dry it out. Based on this test, I think that you don't need to paint the whole kite if you're trying to restore its performance. Don't even bother, and don't even do the underside. Just go over the back side of the kite, in the center and the top, with a tiny bit of rubbery substance, and seal those seams up. I think those are the only seams that matter, to be honest. And the rest of the kite, the panels, everything, just leave them, and I believe that will give you at least a portion of the original performance of your kite. That's my theory, and I may make another video after I do those things, but the kite's flying pretty good right now, so I may not build the seams yet.